Good day, collective. Man, how are y'all doing? We always got to do the temperature check. I'm all right. Coming in late because it seems like the world might be collectively losing their minds. Yo, what's going on? I think it is because I'm related to the word of today. Like, seriously. Because I don't know what I would do if I did not listen to my divine voice, my connection with the Most High God, with my intuition. Today's word is to tune into your inner authority. Authority. All praise to the Most High God. Love to the mother. Love to the ancestors. Love to the collective. Love to all of y'all. Thank you for supporting me. For any new people, please like, share, subscribe if you are feeling the content. For those of you who continue to support me, how y'all doing? Man, our inner voice, our inner authority, y'all, is going to be so important for what is to come. Things out of our control that we don't understand, people that we, don't really want to, deal with, situations, places that we end up where we might find ourselves in the wrong place, wrong time, things that could happen to us that, are unexpected, that put us in danger or put us in a position where there's a lack of resources. There is a lot of change happening in our world. And if you are not centered in yourself, grounded, if you are not in step with your inner authority, where you are ready to fight for yourself and your sovereignty, fight for a world that you want to live. And if you aren't listening to that divine guidance, some call it the Holy Spirit, some call it your intuition, then you can easily start spiraling into panic, into fear, starting to do rash decisions that could end up hurting you rather than helping you. I wouldn't tell y'all anything that I didn't know from my direct experience. It makes me emotional. The level of support I have been given to get through the most difficult situations in my life. I'm talking about one was recent. Sometimes the enemy works through the people we love the most because darkness, dark entities, dark forces, dark people, or dark people being influenced by dark forces. The enemy can't hurt you directly, but it can come through people that you trust in situations to test your resolve, to test your commitment to yourself, to test your commitment to your ascension journey. And I recently was put in a situation where I was very vulnerable, and it seemed as if the world turned hostile to me, and I didn't feel supported, um, and I felt alone, and I started questioning everything that I have been doing, everything where I've listened to my intuition, where I've listened to God, who has ordered my steps and led me to success. And it made me question the direction I was taking. And I found myself in that moment doubting myself when I was at my most vulnerable, alone. And I was in a hospital, and I just remember being in the bed alone, crying, And they came in and they wheeled me in to get tests, and I was going for MRI. And I was scared because I didn't know what they were going to find. And when I was getting wheeled there, crying, God started talking to me. My intuition started talking to me and said, calm down, be still, be quiet, have faith, have faith that no matter what, you are loved and taken care of, and that I have never left you alone, and it's always worked out for your greatest good. And that quieted me outside when I was waiting to go into the MRI. And when I went in the MRI, in that blankness, in that, void of loud sounds, I had my eyes closed and I had my hands wrapped around myself. And it was the longest hour to 45 minutes to 2 hours I've ever had in the whole time. God was talking to me, talking about how to get my house in order, how to stand in my sovereignty, how to be confident in who I was, showing me the steps I needed to take to truly step into who God sees me to be as a spiritual practitioner, healer, as someone who really cares, just really cares for people.
And so, yeah, that was a very transformative experience, and the doctors afterwards confirmed what was told to me by God in that MRI. And of course, I was shook. I was devastated, but it did require. I realized that it required me in that moment. It was a death, but it would be a rebirth of who I am to be, in order to really step into God's assignment for my life, changing everything in my lifestyle, including how I take care of myself, what I eat, um, you know, how I meditate, um, in terms of just exercising, spiritual practices, including meditation and mindfulness to reduce stress, making sure I'm having antioxidants in my body, turmeric and ginger. I mean, everything. Reducing stress at home and professionally so I'm not having high cortisol levels, everything. And I promise y'all, the whole time that I was going through all of this, I could have lost my mind from, like I said, the things that were going on where I didn't feel supported and I was very scared. But God was talking to me the whole time. And like God was talking to me and was saying things like to keep me calm. Like, do you understand? Good. Moving on to the next thing. Do you understand? Good. Moving on to the next thing. Like literally walking, holding my hand all along that process to the news when I got told, allowing me to feel, but saying, you're going to be fine. This is the launch of your journey. Do you understand? Good. When I was going home and there were crazy things happening to me from my ride home to getting home, the whole time the Holy Spirit and intuition was talking to me, saying, stay calm. It's okay. Focus on what matters, which is your health. Stay calm. Do you understand? Good. And when I got home, like I said, and as I was processing everything that was happening to me, the Holy Spirit was saying to me, this is happening for a reason and you will overcome it. And I said, okay, so do you understand? Good. And that's how I have a daily conversation with the Most High God, my intuition. God will lead you through the most darkest of the dark nights, but you got to listen and you got to be obedient and you got to be open for when you getting directed and it don't even seem comfortable or safe. God's got your back.